Hey, welcome back to Crafty Kim E's YouTube channel. And this is my summer collaboration journal. It's actually an altered book. It's a Reader's Digest book. And I have done this with Two Sister Jam with their summer jam kit. And there's a lot of their kit in there. There's also lots of lace, there's flowers, there's pockets, flips, all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna get to it and just flip through. And I made this closure and it has a dangle on it. And this actually is a zipper. It's kind of hard to see, but if you look there, and that was something that we learned and had a live with through the crafting retreat of Crafty Jam, Two Sisters Crafty Jam. So anyway, there's the front. Open it up, and this is their beautiful papers that I used, and I didn't embellish this. Listen, this book got so fat all the way from the front. I learned something this time. Take out all the pages and be careful where you start adding things so that you get a better flow. And this just says that it's a Reader's Digest book. I left some of the pages in there just the way they are. This is the beautiful kit papers. This is a little accordion tag pocket in a pocket. There's lots of writing space in here. Here's some different ephemera. You know, I used a lot of vintage stuff in here. Coffee dyed papers. So this one opens up, and here's an example of the writing space. I stenciled on a lot of pages, so you can open this up and it goes like this. Now you have a writing page. I used some paints to cover up some of the words. This is a coffee dyed pocket. And what did I use? Oh, I used and I embossed it. I used parchment paper. And so here is a time card that I folded up and made a little pocket and sewed around it. That goes in the top of the tag. This top of the pocket, this has 3 spots to put things in. This is an old postcard that I was sent as Happy Mail, and it says 1923. Dear Father, here is wishing you a happy birthday. And then I just put some tickets in the 3rd pocket down. This is a pocket, and it just has a journal card in it that I stamped with a beautiful flower. And this is some of my rust-dyed grid paper. This is just painted to cover the words, and this is a vellum pocket. No, it's just a pocket with another writing tag and a little piece. And this is, look, 19 cents. Imagine that. I wish I could get it for 19 cents now. And just a piece of my painty paper inside. And I used a mini playing card and embellished it with lace, a cutout from this paper, and I used some liquid pearl on it. And I did some die cutting. This is from my friend Bridget Williamson. She sent me this as Happy Mail, and I just think it's so beautiful. And I appreciate her for that. And so this is, you could put a little something back here or here. And then this pocket has a guest check that I printed on. And this is another piece of their paper. So that's another pocket. Just a little cluster I made. This is tissue paper. Another journaling spot. And another that opens up. Some ledger paper. Another pocket, and in this I have 2 things. an junk mail envelope that I embellished. Actually, this is from someone too. It was sent to me like this. I put the book page and the hearts and the bow on it. Another little cluster with a ticket-like thing. This I made with more of the summer jam papers and just some die cuts and a book page on the back. And I just put this in here so that it's not so stark white there. I just folded this up and I have a little journal card and another little tag here. And this is my painty paper that I made. A little cluster I stenciled here. This is an awesome birthday card from way back when. You don't see birthday cards like this anymore. It doesn't really have a date on it. So I put it in a lace belly band. And this is a envelope that I printed on, and when you turn it over, it has the envelope part here. And so I've got another little journaling card and just a coffee dyed index card. There's a lot of things you can use in here. This is a altered playing card that someone sent to me, and another little journal tag. And I printed on vellum for this, a vellum pocket. Brought it over here, added some pink tickets. This is a library card that I cut out and printed on the library card and just added a little bit of embellishment on it. More of my coffee dyed paper, which also, I know it opens up. Well, maybe it doesn't. Okay, so this is really cool because this is actually, this part that's folded over is actually a 45 record cover. Someone told me they had some and I was like, I'd like a couple of those. And so we traded for it. And so this is just a piece of paper, like a calendar weekly list that I stuck in there. I used some written on vintage ledger paper to cover this part and this part. This is a ribbon dangle or lace dangle that we made with the retreat. And so, and I just love this old safety pin. And so when you open it up, I used, excuse me, piece of a, it's not actually a doily. It looks like a doily, but it was in a pillow. And I cut out the inside and then I just put some paper here to write on. So you see why it gets so bulky. A little button that I put on there with cheesecloth, a little bit of stenciling, and 2 journal cards. And they stick in this pocket here. More stenciling with paint. This is actually a page edge hidden paper clip. So you can stick it on any page on the edge and it will hold your spot and things underneath it. So this was something cool to learn how to make. Very simple. It'll get on there in just a second. These are pretty old pages. I don't want to tear them. Okay, and in here I just have happy moments, a little card you could write on, and a vintage playing card. On the other side, I had this little tag stuffed under here, and another card that says happy vibes and thankful. So you see there's lots of places to write. So this I really love. This is called a hidden journaling spot. And so that you can see this, it pulls out and you have paper to write on. This flower was sent to me by a friend who sent me a whole bunch of stuff, including these butterflies and this flower, which I just thought went perfectly, right? And not just that, she sent me a ton of wallpaper. A ledger page that I just stuck in here with a little, this is another altered mini playing card that I used some material fabric and a cutout and sewed it on. And because it is very fragile, I put washi tape on the side. Similar to a belly band, just some tickets, and I embellished this. It's actually a cluster that I made into a belly band. If I can get it in here right. This is the only part I hate about flip throughs, is trying to get it back in. A button, a little pin, flowers, a word. Just another little pocket you could put things in here. Another pocket. This one is a pretty large tag with coffee dyed paper backed on it. So one thing I realized that I do a lot of in my signatures usually is sew on the pages. That's kind of impossible with a book. This is painty paper on a music page, hymnal actually, and then here I did some painting. This is just blank, and I left this way because I love Happy Mom Day. I hope you have. One of my grandkids typed on my vintage typewriter that, and there are more too. Another of these page edge altered paper clips and a little card. Embellish that on this side, not so much on that side. This here is a printed doily, and this is an awesome, what do we call this? It's all about genealogy page that I get from Two Sister Jam. And let's see, we've got a date on here of, it was printed out, it looks like May 12th, 80, but the dates of marriages was 1852, 1862, or children anyway. A lot of it got covered up, but got a lot of writing space there. Another pocket. I have a little ticket that my friend Patricia in Singapore made me. Another little tag. Some more tickets that are printed out. I just left this as is. More coffee dyed paper. Some painty paper that I just kind of folded up, made a little pocket like this, and put a little cluster in. Plain old page here. My, what do I call this? Alcohol ink papers, stenciled with like a piece of plastic tablecloth. More of those beautiful papers with a die cut dragonfly. These are part of the kit, not really, just a piece of one of the stories in the book. More coffee dyed paper. See, this is where I started running out of room. Kit paper with just backing. Coffee dyed inked paper. Coffee dyed paper. I stenciled this with a new stencil I got. More of the jam paper. With another one of those little clusters. Simple, easy peasy. You know what I think I forgot? I think I forgot to do this back. You know what? Oh, that's going to be a page, a pocket there. So I'll put something in there. And then I just backed it with some of the beautiful paper. And here's the back. And I haven't put anything on the spine yet, but I'm thinking to do something like buttons strung up. So that is the flip through. And due to her, the learning curve that I got from making this altered book, I'm going to sell her for $50. You would have to pay shipping. So if you're interested in this, just send me a PM. Thanks.